Hey everybody, it's Tasco, the owner and founder of Video Game Wrestling. I just wanted to make this video real quick about VGW Rise and what I wanted it to be and how I almost messed it up into making it what it's not. But let's go back to how this all started, really. As you enjoy a 30-man rumble with some of the Rise competitors. It all started towards the end of the last season of VGW 2K20. I put out a tweet and maybe a few notifications in Discord, other Discord servers about wanting to do a showcase show, just like a single event where I take a lot of unknown talent, brand new talent, just underutilized calls from anywhere, and just give them a platform to be seen by other colleagues or whatever. I didn't get a whole lot of feedback or a lot of interest, so I canceled that showcase and decided to put a few of those stars on my non-canon pay-per-view event, Panic at the Discord 2. And a few of those calls were the Bakers, Jacob, Jake, and Autumn, Taco Nagarezo, and Gerano de Leon. Those were like a few names that actually answered the call for the showcase. But since the showcase was canceled, I put them on that show. And some of the colleague owners and friends that I work with in the colleague nations, they may have seen a few of them from other leagues, but seeing them in Panic Discord too, they were impressed with what they had and how they performed or whatever. So after that, I guess I kind of gave up on the showcase thing, but then I kind of still had the itch to do it because the constant conversation that keeps coming up that I've been talking about for years is seeing the same cause in different colleagues in the same positions, like seeing some of the same cause always going for like a top championship or in a top storyline, but they're doing it in multiple leagues, which is okay, but as a viewer, as a fan of Calm, that gets old very quickly. And what I wanted to do with the showcase was, like I said before, just wanted to put more newer calls out there, or calls that don't really get a lot of notice. I wanted to put them out there and give them opportunity to shine. It wasn't supposed to be like a new brand or whatever. Not supposed to be like a VGW developmental system or anything like that. It was just purely for just showcasing talent. Just wanted to show off new people, whether they were my new calls or some of the Colleague of Nations members' new calls, or anybody else who wanted to just have their call to be seen. This wasn't supposed to be like official contracts or whatever. It wasn't supposed to be storylines and championships, wins and losses counting. It was supposed to be just for exposure, just showing how creative some of these people are with their cause, how well they perform. And all the matches, I want all the matches to be simulated. I didn't want to be involved with that final decision because, like I said, it's not about the wins and losses. It's all about how they perform and all about their appearance and just all about how they look and how they work. And a few months ago, I did make an announcement on Twitter that I was going to do championships in Rise, and I've gone back on that. If you saw VGW Chamber, I opened up with a message about VGW Rise coming back, and I'm taking away the championships because trying to do championships is pushing into that territory where I was not trying to have Rise go. Like, I didn't want it to be about wins and championships. I didn't want it to be that hectic. I didn't want it to be that important in terms of building a cause career or adding to it. This was just really for show. I wanted all these calls to be on Rise for show, so they can get signed somewhere, so their value can be seen by other eFed or Call League owners. And yeah, I know I'm pretty much repeating the same stuff, but I just kind of wanted to make that clear that this is all because I just wanted to see new stars be built up and newer stars be in the limelight, in the forefront, and just kind of cut down on all the monotony and repetition. And it's also kind of going back to what I've been saying for a long time with VGW, like taking the other people's community creations, other people's cause off of my main roster and just focusing on my stars, because I feel like continuing to introduce calls that are from other leagues that are already like established and well known. I mean, it's cool for like a moment, it's cool for like a guest appearance or whatever, but having them signed and having them in championship matches and huge storylines, I mean, it kind of takes away from the roster that you've already built. And that's how I felt for so many years. Like even back when I first started introducing other people's calls in 2017, it was all supposed to be, it wasn't supposed to be like an actual call league. It was just like how I'm trying to do Rise, just have people's calls be seen. But then I kind of got interested in wanting to do storylines, and I started doing storylines with them. And it was fun. But then people got impatient with title opportunities, or they got mad at a booking decision, or kind of got ungrateful about the position that they were in, and just not really giving things time. Now I will admit I may have had some dumb ideas for other people's calls, which I can look back and say some of them were pretty bad. Some of them were pretty bad, and people who know what they were, they know what they were. Some made it on screen, and some never saw the light of day, which is a blessing because, yeah, like I said, looking back on it, they weren't exactly the best ideas. And yeah, but we all live and learn from mistakes and whatever. But hopefully with VGW Rise, I hope a lot of people understand that this is not about trying to bury somebody or push somebody. This is all about letting your cause be seen in a way they probably haven't been seen before, to get the ones that you really want an opportunity to go far in the call league, get championships and get all this notoriety. Just give you a launching pad. That's what VGW Rise is about. It's supposed to basically just give you a launching pad to do more in call, if that's what you really want to do. For all the people who don't own their own call leagues and just have calls that they really want to be out there and seen, that's what VGW Rise is all about. It's not supposed to be like the reading ground for my show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not supposed to be, well, I'm not gonna say not supposed to be, but I'm not trying to make this a VGW thing, even though it is called VGW Rise. It's not really all about my company. It's more about the cause. It's more about the creativity that the people behind them put into them. Because I've taken a lot of flack for bad booking and mishandling other people's cause and whatnot. And yeah, in some cases, yeah, it was hard to work with those calls, because you introduce new calls into your company when you're already trying to do something with the roster that you already have, and you try to do a favor for a few people or a few friends or whatever, and sometimes nobody likes to trust the process, or no one likes to be patient or take the time to build the character in that company. And it's unfortunate, but trying to be nice, I made a lot of mistakes. Like, I put championships on people who weren't ready for them, didn't deserve them, and pushed people and really had nothing else to follow up on, because I was so set on trying to make sure that the person behind the call was happy. And you know, it is tough. It's tough, but I still enjoy this to a degree. You know, this has been, it's been a roller coaster. It's definitely been a roller coaster. I'm sure anybody who runs their own call league, they know it is indeed a roller coaster. So you take the good with the bad. You know, days I just feel like just quitting call altogether, but once I take a long break, I get the itch to record something, put something on. So I'm never really going to be done with call. So it happens that way. Like it happens in, you know, peaks and valleys. You know, one day you're feeling all inspired and motivated to record something, but then the next day you're just like, oh fuck it, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm like, whatever. You know, it really hit me after VGW Elimination Chamber that this really started to feel like work. And that's when I took a nice extended break from filming the next episode, and I'm kind of behind on it right now. And it's also a reason why I kind of changed my schedule up a little bit. So instead of ending in August, my season will end in July. And I'm probably rambling right now. I'm probably going off topic, but basically, I just wanted to make this video prior to the return of VGW Rise, which is April the 2nd. It's going to kick off with a fatal four-way match between Deshaun Walker, Trent Way, Xavier, and King Feck. Just a fatal four-way match. All the matches are going to be simmed, and Rise is going to be on, posting up one match for VGW Rise every Friday at 4 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time. And that's how it's going to be. So I just wanted to make this video to just let you know that Rise is not about the wins and the losses. It's all about your performance and just putting your name and your visual out there, you know, just to give you some notice and some praise, because I've seen a lot of calls like you can see in the ring right now, FJA and Hermano De Leon. Those two calls were definitely some great ones that I picked up for Rise. I've seen a lot of great things from outside of VGW, and Hermano has done some good things in VGW Rise too. FJA, he's going to have a match against Sean Powers coming up, probably about the second week. Yeah, so April 9th, his match against Sean Powers will be there. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say about VGW Rise. I just wanted to make sure that everyone kind of knows that this is all about the performance. It's all about, you know, showing you guys off. The ones who don't get a lot of notoriety and praise, don't get a lot of exposure. I just wanted to give you a platform to show it, all these other colleagues and all these other superstars, what you can do. And that's basically it. I think I've said that whole phrase verbatim like probably 5 times in this entire video. But, you know, just really trying to drive the fact home that, you know, this is not about, you know, like wins and losses. They won't really count as, you know, your VGW career or whatever. You know, I don't want you to I just want to make sure that you don't hold any wins or losses against me, because this is all simulated, and I just kind of wanted to be like just as fair as it possibly can be. So, you know, that's basically it. And yeah, I still have a few spots left open in VGW Rise. So if you've heard what VGW Rise is really all about and what I intend to do with VGW Rise, if you are interested, you can DM me at status quo VGW14, or if you see me on Discord, yeah, you can DM me on Discord. If you are currently in VGW Rise and you've heard my explanation of what I'm trying to do, and you feel like you no longer want to be in VGW Rise, it's not what you want to do, then feel free to let me know, DM me, whatever. There's no hard feelings. I just kind of wanted to put out, you know, my intention behind VGW Rise. And like I said, if you feel like it's not what you want to do, it's not what you want to be a part of, I have no problem with not using your call anymore. No hard feelings. I mean, because to each your own. To each your own. Like, it's all about what you want. I'm not that kind of vindictive, petty person to just bury somebody if something doesn't go my way. You know, I'm not that kind of booker. I try not to be. So, you know, like I said, no hard feelings. So, should I let this go on? Because I'm pretty much done talking. So, should I let this Rumble continue and see who wins? No. I guess I'll just let it play. But thank you for listening to my rambling. And stay tuned for episode 5 of VGW 2K21. It'll be a lot of. I'll go ahead and spoil a little bit of things. It'll be a lot of women's matches on there and some promos. Maybe not a lot of men's matches, but there should be some info on the VGW Twitter soon about what's going to take place on episode 5. Still got to work on that a little bit, and also make sure you check out VGW Rise every Friday, starting April the 2nd, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's one match, all sim. The first match is going to be a fatal 4 match like I spoke about. Second match will be FJA versus Sean Powers. I believe the third match is Jonathan Murphy versus Archie Dyer. And that fourth match, the fourth week, would be a women's match. Takunaga Reizo versus Clementine from The Walking Dead. So, yeah, so stay tuned for those matches. Hopefully sometime later on this week I'll be recording more Rise matches for the following weeks coming up. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, again, I'm Status Quo, owner, founder of VGW. Thank you for listening to my spiel. And I guess I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the Rumble. Thanks.